Okay, there. Got that done. Well, we got 2 overwoods building. I need to click on you. I need... Stand still! So much for being, you know, control of these things. More zerglings, more drones. I'm tempted almost towards more drones purely because I seem to have just a massively inferior amount of them. Oh. Oh, walking mech. I'm not particularly interested. Okay, there we go. And just there, I was just thinking about my comment. Oh, walking mech. Oh, big whoop. All I can think of now is Metal Gear. Yeah. I should do those games at some stage. My one concern is they're not available on... Sorry, Konami was basically have a shit fit if you try to record them. I don't know their stance, their video policy, basically. I know, like some companies are fine with it, others aren't. Like, Blizzard's fine with it, Valve's fine with it, Riot Games, Riot Entertainment are fine with it, Epic Games, similarly. Apparently, what's its face? Dave Cage? You know, the Omicron. The studio that made Omicron, with the David Bowie soundtrack thing. Yeah, they don't like you making Beyond Two Souls. They don't like Let's Plays, from what I hear. Similarly, I don't remember the example I was going to give. Oh, Naughty Dog. They don't like Let's Plays, from what I hear. I would want to double check to be sure, but if what I hear is true, then yeah, they don't like Let's Plays. Which is a shame because I would have played the shit out of The Last of Us and its DLC. I think there's only actually one bit of DLC for it. Regardless, I would have played it. You know, I wonder what would have happened if a Protoss unit had gotten all the way up here. Would they have recruited the 100 killers instead of me? Because you can have a thing set up. I remember I was fooling around with the Warcraft 3 map editor at a later... sorry. I was fooling around with the Warcraft 3 editor, and you can put down units that are recruitable. And all you have to do is move a unit up to them to recruit them. So part of me wonders, if they were done in a similar way, this is made off of its demo was made off of modded Warcraft 2 engine, according to Wikipedia. Would this have worked in the same manner, basically? Could the Protoss ended up with Zerg units there, the 100 killers? I would hope not, but you never know what games, you know. Things can go weird, you know. Another place that doesn't mind Let's Plays, Ubisoft. They don't mind them at all, which is good. I plan on doing Let's Plays out of their games at some stage. Okay. Once those eggs are hatched, I'll toss out another hive. I may actually move all my troops off to one side slightly, maybe over here. Sorry, just need to make sure. I kind of like shook the table there a little. I was scared the tower was going to collapse. Well, not collapse, fall off the table. Would not want that. All the cables would be yanked out of everything. And the tower would have fallen, or at least, like, toppled to one side. It would have hit off the wall, but still a pain in the arse. Okay. You. Okay, I'm gonna have some my income for just a moment. Beehive. Oh, beehive. Okay, you little busy little bee. You get up here. The fucking larvae are trying to stop me now. There we go. Now I have 4 hatcheries down. And provided there's no issues with me getting my units out, basically got much greater unit building capabilities. Okay. Okay, you get over here, you're not a drone. Oh, fuck. What's with the Protoss and back attacking? Guess they like the rear entrance. Apparently in the earlier Warcraft games, you'll play through like a campaign, like, you know, let's say Battle at South Shore. Well, I'm sorry, you'll play through the campaign and one battle is Battle at South Shore. You play it as both human and orc, or we referenced, play it as a human and we reference in orc. You'll win it into human, but the canon one is the orcs winning it, or whatever. It's kind of weird. Just like, it's just very strange. Actually, something else I was looking into that was strange recently. There is in the Batman comics a character Batgirl. In the like 20 years ago, was it or something? It was a good while ago. There was a comic made, The Killing Joke, and it was quite important to the character of Batgirl. I swear. Part of me was wondering, it was Batgirl, right? I've just read about these. I haven't read it myself. Though I am rather interested, as it's meant to be really fucking good. But anyway, the thing was actually quite, you know, important to her character and whatnot. Apparently someone recently has tried to retcon it. Just insofar as saying, like, you know, someone implanted fake thoughts into her head and fake memories. And she's going through, like, I know, some like into the depths of her mind or something, and actually a reference to The Killing Joke is actually put up there along with a ton of other falsified memories. With the apparent, according to a website, I can't remember what it's called, Comics Alliance or something, which was actually came out seemingly in the defense of the new change. At least if I'm reading it correctly. But anyway. They try and say that it's we're not saying it isn't canon, but it's up to the reader or something. It's just it's a very strange thing to be going after, you know, considering just how well loved a story thread it is. But then again, people were going after it recently as well. There was an alternative comic cover. That was like, you didn't have to get it. It was an option, but people were freaking out over it all the same. So yeah, I suppose it's not surprising considering that. Disappointing, certainly. I need to get the Hydralisk then. It'll take a little bit though for me to get the Vespine. Actually, how long ago was that Killing Joke comic thing? Honestly, it feels like it wasn't too long ago, but I think it was actually quite a long time ago by now. Like it was mid last year, mid 2015-ish. Damn, time really flew. At least that, if my guess is right. I have no idea if it is or isn't. Not sure if I grabbed all the larvae there or not. I think I did. Okay. Let's reposition so they all go over here. That way, I know, I hate them being in here just because I keep feeling like they're going to get stuck or something. Alright, let's grab you. I need a layer. Let's get a Hydralisk then. We'll toss it We'll toss it here. I won't really need to go up here at any stage. You become a layer. There's no need to make, like, unless you want backups for protection, there's no need to get more than one layer or one hive. Like, turn that layer into a hive. Well, I suppose if you want, like the layers and hives don't provide more larvae. I suppose if you want to have more than one of the upgrades going at a time, there is a use to it. But you can just keep a ton of hatcheries instead. At least that's my view of it. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not the best of players at this game, as I'm sure you've guessed from watching me. I'm probably going to get quite a few mutas, in all honesty. They're not bad, in all... I was going to say in all honesty. I say that phrase a lot. But yeah, I think mutas will be pretty useful here. And I know I'm going heavy zergling right now, it's just can't access anything else really. So... well, that was a poorly advised attack. Well, ill-advised attack. Let's destroy this and this. Actually, just destroy this. Protoss buildings, even though they're on fire, don't burn down. It was actually a bad idea on my part to try and attack the pylons. There's two of them. The thing wouldn't have gone down if I'd just taken one out. So yeah, it was. Not sure if I lost anyone to it, but it was a waste of, you know, it could have gone poorly. Waste of time, I guess you could also call it. I don't know. Ultimately, I suppose it doesn't really matter, because, well, it's done now, and all is well. Oh, this is now upgraded. You can upgrade it further soon. And it apparently only provides a single point of control. Interesting. But anyway, now we can get the Spire. Correction, we can eventually get the Spire. Just reading what I saw in from the article about the Killing Joke thing, how it's up to your interpretation, like up to the reader. It doesn't really seem like it was the way it's done that it is up to the reader. Because if the Killing Joke memories lumped in there with a ton of other memories that are wrong, that are, you know, being made up by the bad guy, then that is, the implication is clear. Implications are a thing. So, you know, it reminds me of another thing about some DC writer. Nightwing gets raped at one stage, and the writer says in an interview to someone, "Oh, I never called it rape. I called it non-consensual sex." And then in brackets, the writer, or maybe it's the interviewer, the way it's phrased, it's like it's the writer, gets really condescending, and it's just like, well, maybe not condescending, but it just makes him seem like even more of an idiot, because unconsensual sex is rape, unless you have some added definition that makes it something else, in which case I'm very concerned. Not unconsensual sex, non-consensual. Anyway, the thing was like, aren't writers a pain or something? And it's just however it came across to me, it was just like they're trying to be cheeky or something, but they end up just coming off as a muppet, because it's just like I can't explain it. Like, I can't just put it into words. It's just like, it's just the person was being fucking irritating. And if some of the rumors, what people have been saying about the writer, are true, it gets even creepier. Allegedly, the character who did it was her, like, alter avatar. Other people saying no, that's not true. She's actually said the characters, you know, said things that if the character was, don't, you know, make it clear the character wasn't one. But I don't know what's true anymore. The Order clearly doesn't know the meanings of words that are quite fucking obvious. Well, that any people should know. So the Order is clearly an idiot. So maybe condemnation to them is a sign that they loved him. I don't know. Don't know why I went off on that, it just fucking irritates me. I know I can use words like interesting to mean a few different things. But it's just like, in some way it's still interesting. I don't turn around to be like, say, call something boring. I think something's boring and say, oh yeah, that's very interesting. Unless I'm being sarcastic. But here it's someone saying, oh, this isn't an apple, it's an apple. Aren't botanists a pain? And it's just like, I want to go drink myself to death right now. It's like, for fuck's sake. Like, well done. You turned someone who rarely drinks alcohol into someone who wants to commit suicide by it. Well done. Well, I'm getting creative with my language. Well, not creative, but, you know. I'm getting grumpy. Okay, scourges. These are nice. I'll just make one. I think you get... well, I want to say you get more than one for the egg, but I'm not sure. We'll find out now. I'll make more units in a second. I just want to focus on the the swarm, the scourge. Ah, sorry, words are failing me. The scourge are kind of a nice unit. It does heavy damage though. Though it dies. Oh, you get two. It dies in its attack. It's literally, it's called suicide. Well, suicide in this case certainly ain't painless. Sorry. They have only 25 hit points, so they are easy enough to shoot down. But as you can see, they are actually quite a fast mover. And if you have a nice swarm of them, unless they've got really great anti-air, some are going to get through. So 110 damage, 0 armor. This is a default. I'm not sure if suicide can be improved. Seriously, what's with them and this avenue of approach? Oh, that's got uprooted. I sent a Scourge in. I don't know if they actually got to hit their target or what. I just know I don't have them anymore. And I also Muta. Sorry, I saw that, and it's like the corner of my eye. I thought it was more Protoss. Alright. Okay, I have plenty of resources. I'm going to start charging my Zerglings forwards. Yeah, I can take these. The reason I'm charging Zerglings is they're the easiest thing to replace. Okay. Okay, I kind of like this music. And it's yeah, it stopped. One issue with just sending Zerglings forward is I can't deal with fires. But as you can see, it doesn't really. My Zerglings don't give a shit. Though they are significantly reduced now. Okay. I can't see the Protoss stats. But the turrets do 20 damage per shot, I think.